Today we're going to talk about installing some supplemental wiring to your Sea-Doo 2019 FishPro so that you can have a direct 12-volt battery power source to a USB dongle to charge your phone, so that you can hook in your battery tender, and so you can also run a supplemental bilge pump that you might want to install in the rear of the ski. For example, right there's my bilge pump. It has a float valve on it, and we've gone over that a little bit before, but you can put this underneath this hose right here, and that'll fixture it in the right position. You run your battery, you run your lines up here into your power to your battery, but you also need to have other kinds of leads. What we see here is we have a lead that we buy from automotive store. You can find that at any automotive store or on Amazon. It's a just a 12-volt connector, and this here is run up into my storage locker here, and this is a dongle which converts the 12-volt into USB power, so I can power my phone. A lot of the phones take quite a bit of power when you're running the GPS or location services, and so you need a high output. I think this is 2.3 amp device. It's called a lightning fast, and it plugs in right here, and here's a convenient waterproof place to charge something in addition to your phone, or your phone itself if you want to, if you don't want to use the USB thing that you can get stock on your ski up here. So that's this here. We have a splitter that you can buy on Amazon also, and the splitter is basically used to take the power off the battery and then split it so that it can go to your USB power here, and you can also then go back here to your bilge pump. And you also then have this dongle here at the end of the splitter right here on the right hand side, so that you can attach your charger input. This is where you connect your trickle charger, and it goes through here, and then it will go down to this other splitter and then come back into the battery. And then when you disconnect your charger from it, the battery will feed your other components. The first thing we need to do is talk about the battery itself. What you need to do, since you're adding some additional components, is you need to, on your new battery, it'll come with these kind of screws, these metric 6 screws, and those are the right diameter, but they're the wrong length. They're too short and too stubby, because when you start putting the different electrical components on here, then you need a longer screw, and so a longer bolt. So what you need is the hex head cap screw, which is metric stainless, which is the 6x1x20. The 20 is the length. You can see that it's a bit longer than the ones that come with your battery, and that's really necessary so that you have enough height in here so you can attach and fixture your leads on this point here. So what you need to do also is, one of the things that we have problems with some of these skis is that these little inserts here are nice to have, but the problem is they'll slip around. And so what you'll want to do is you will want to fixture those and basically try and glue those in place so that they don't slip around on you when you have this down on the inside of your ski. And the way you do that is you can take some kind of adhesive material, what I use is this stuff called shoe goo. It's a real sticky stuff, and you can just put it on there like that, and you can then slip that in. You can do that on both sides, And yeah, the goop will go in the threads, but that's okay because the cap screw will go through them. And then what you can do is you can fixture this like this, and then it will pull up on that and allow you to fixture it, and it'll stick it in place after it dries. I'm going to go ahead and do it without doing that because I'll be able to fixture it and then pull it up, and it'll dry while it's in the ski. So that's what you need. Hex head cap screws, metric stainless. This size here, I use a socket wrench, and this is a 10 millimeter socket that you can extend down in, and you can get to it real easy to unscrew it. So you have to get, this is a stock battery, the USA, and it's this battery here, which is the YTX20L. That means left hand. That it tells you where the positive is. The positive on the FishPro needs to go toward the port side, toward the front. So this is the red here, and this is the black here. This is the positive, and this is the negative here. It shows here and here. You can get them this way too, so be careful when you get it that you get the right kind of battery. So we'll put this in. Makes it a lot easier to do this. You take one of these straps and grab this hose right here, and then go ahead and fixture it. Temporarily like that. Okay, so you can go ahead and stick the battery on there. These batteries are kind of heavy. You can see where it sticks down on the inside there. And you'll hear a lot of moaning and groaning while I put it in. The reason you want this kind of battery is because it fits in the battery box. Some of the aftermarket batteries don't fit in the battery box the way they're supposed to. They're a little too tall, or they're a little too wide, or they're a little too long. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach this lead here to the battery, the positive and the negative. We're going to attach the normal leads that come with the ski there, and we are also going to attach these leads, which are for the quick jump starter battery, which you carry with you. I have a thing called a micro start. It's a battery that looks like this. You charge it up, and then when you want to jump start your ski, if you're crapped out on the water, you plug that in like that. These two are to your battery, and then you can go ahead and jump start your battery. It's a very powerful battery. It's not used to charge your ski, it's used to start your ski up. And you can actually start a car with these, and they say you can start a diesel engine with these too. But they're really great. So I'm going to go ahead and hook things up now. GoPro, stop recording.